boy, Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. Yes, I remembered. I actually just now remembered how I'm supposed to open that intro. Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. Right. And then for Drinks with Joe and Gaming with Joe, it's time once again. Ready once again versus time once again. I should write that down. Or maybe I should come up with something better. Eh. And so normally I would of course go into my spiel about how I hope you're all doing on this fine and wonderful insert day of the weekday, which is a nice and gloomy Monday afternoon. But I'll also take this opportunity to wish my dear mother a happy birthday. In fact, I would actually spend this entire episode just serenading my mother, except I don't know any songs to serenade your mother with. I can't really think of too many songs dedicated to mothers. You'd figure there'd be a whole bunch of them. Although now that I think about it, I also wonder why there aren't more songs dedicated to me. I know. It's because we no longer live in a time of bards. If there were bards and traveling minstrels, they would no doubt have songs dedicated to my greatness. But how did I go from talking about wishing my mother a happy birthday to about myself? Well, considering she's the one that blessed this earth with someone as wonderful as me, I'll rein it in. And yeah, happy birthday, Mom. I'm glad that you. I jabber on about that. Let me go ahead and set things up. I'm glad that she enjoyed. Oh, is that? Yeah. I'm glad that she enjoyed the gifts, which in this case was some nice stuff from Sherry's Berries. Although, to be honest, I really do need to reconsider my gift approach. I mean, normally it's either flowers and sweets, or it's sweets from Sherry's Berries, but let's just say that Freelancer Joe is not the only one who has certain dietary restrictions. Now, fortunately, my stepfather Mike takes excellent care of my mom and kind of controls or prevents her from overdoing things, especially when I send her gifts to splurge on, which is very nice, as opposed to Freelancer Joe, who has to restrain himself. And based on the numbers on the scale today, it's not doing the best job. I'm not doing the best job on that either, but let me see. So that's the editor, that's the terminal. I'll bring up the browser. But yeah, so normally it's either the chocolates or like the flowers and chocolates. It's really difficult for me to judge what sorts of things to get people because your standard ideal gift for me would either be money, ammunition, or alcohol. It's a bit gauche to be sending your mother money for her birthday. Interestingly enough, alcohol is not really popular in the family. Despite the whole Drinks with Joe thing, I appear to be the lush in the family. So, yeah. And as for ammo, well, the only thing I know that she has is in 380 ACP, and I would lose my man card if I bulk ordered 380 ACP. So, yeah. I don't even have 380 ACP. The smallest I have is 9 by. Well, I'm not gonna say. Well, technically, the smallest I have is 22, but we'll leave that be. Okay, so that's the browser. That's that. Let's start up the demo. So I think that's what we were working on. Let me see. It's a shame I really don't know any songs from others. Well, even if I did, the only way you're going to get me to sing, to be completely honest, involves a karaoke machine loaded with songs from the 80s and a copious amount of alcohol. So, yeah, as moved as I would be to sing, it only happens under very, very specific circumstances. Let me see. Actually, let me go ahead and change to that directory. and then we'll change to UI demo slash demo. I can type. I'm not honest, I swear. npm start. So I don't know what else. I think also part of my hesitation about just buying stuff and sending it is, I mean, I like the gifts to have some usefulness, I want to say, but then on the other hand, and this is the personal preference because I'm trying to trim things out in my life, material goods, it kind of bleeds over to what I want to get other people. So, but then again, they say it's the thought that counts, but that's part of what makes it so hard to get rid of things, because when you buy things, you always have a thought behind them. So, it's tough. It's tough. But, well, at least I remembered. For the most part. Actually, I remembered, like, let's say 2-3 weeks ago, maybe. The truth is, as an additional reminder, I have the events set in my cell phone in the calendar, and supposedly, I could have sworn I had an alarm set to go off like 3 weeks early, but it didn't go off. Fortunately, when I saw that it was November, I was like, there's something I'm supposed to do. And I fortunately remembered what it was. And so actually the gift arrived for her on Friday, Black Friday no less. I was really kind of hoping to actually get it to her today. But by the time I placed the order, my choices were either Black Friday or tomorrow. So when it comes to gifts, I'd rather they be early than late. Let me see. What console? Let's see. So where we left off was we were doing post-processing on the calendar events that we get back from the Lambda call. That way it'll be easier to plug in the values, the events that are in the application state. Right. We get events. The UI makes a request to the AWS stuff to get events. The events come back, and then we place those events into the application state of the UI. But before I place those things into the application state, I want to massage them so that they can be easily displayed in the UI calendar. And I want to do it when I receive them here so that I don't pollute the front end here, which really should only be concerned about with how to display things, not how to massage data. But I was doing the processing, ran out of time on an error. So let's see what that error was. It was pretty straightforward if I remember correctly. Yeah, calendar event object.start is undefined. And yeah, okay, that would be it. So the calendar event object is actually the unprocessed data I get from the AWS side of things, and that's all caps. Oh, now here's an interesting point. So it's basically just spitting back the data straight from DynamoDB. What I could do instead is actually modify the Lambda to arrange the data into something that doesn't require post-processing. So that's kind of a decision point, really. See, but then you end up adding in an additional layer. Right, so let's say I change the structure. Let's say I do that, right? So the data is in DynamoDB in one form, and then the Lambda manipulates it to another form, and then my UI still has to manipulate it yet again into another form. So if anything, so that if the Dynamo tables change, then I have to propagate those changes up. It's just not really worth it. So we'll just have the Lambda as a straight pass-through. There's There are cases to be made for not doing that, and I'm pretty certain the pure programming approach does not recommend doing that. But the pure programming approach is more applicable on longer existing systems that are accessed by multiple things and maintained by multiple people. So when it's just me and it's a small application, doing it the pure way just makes more work than what I'll actually save on. So I'm not going to do that. We'll have the Lambda have a straight pass-through. And we will change this to start with a capital S and end with a capital E. And hopefully that'll work. Again, all that will do is if it does work, it'll put the processed data into the application state as opposed to the unprocessed data, which is what it was doing before. Of course, when it comes to gift giving, now I still have to consider what to do for Christmas. Kinda hoping my honey bunny comes up with an idea. She is actually the one that came up for the ideas for last Christmas. Well, every time I ask her, she's like, oh, thought that counts. Whatever you come up with will be good. You're the best at everything. Of course, I agree with that. And then I say that she's the best at everything. And then we kind of get caught in an infinite loop of saying who's the best. So the lookup is fine. We have something in our AWS application state. We have results with a calendar and events, and the event is all right. It looks like it's the right format. It looks like it should be acceptable. Oh wait, is it already in there? Manual event description. Am I already putting it into the state? It's an easy way to check. There's a really easy way to check. Let's add another one. So let's go to the console. Yeah, so quiet day at the office today. There's like only one other person showed up. Well, until like it was about time for me to leave. Then one other person showed up, but the first person that showed up was my boss, well, one of my bosses, and he was leaving early too. So I don't know. It's fairly unusual for. It's normal for people not to show up on Friday after Thanksgiving, but really unusual, I think, for the Monday after. I don't remember that happening too often or at all. Items. Okay, so what we want to do is we'll add another month. Let me see. Can I look at the JSON straight from this? Let's edit it. There you go. I just want this. Can I copy this entire thing? Can I? You know what? Forget that. Let's just duplicate it. And we'll change this. We'll add an event on. Well, what's today? Today's the 26th. We'll add it on the 26th. And we'll make it. Mom's birthday. And we'll say, oh wait, no, that's the description. So we'll change that to happy birthday. And we'll change the title to Mom's birthday. And I think we need to change the sort key. Let's So let's just say that's 1 for now. 26, start. Oh, that's the end. It starts on the 26th too. So let's save that. Alright, and let's see. Now, does it clear out the event state? Does it splice it? I don't know. Clear that. Go to calendar. And... no, we don't have it. Did I have to commit it? AWS success, calendar event lookup. Results. I got 2 events in here. Mom's birthday. Happy birthday. Why isn't it appearing on the 26th? Did I not put that in right? Do I have to refresh it? Oh, I wonder if I have to refresh it. There we go. Mom's birthday. Alright, so why didn't the application state update? That's probably not a kink. That's particular behavior with the library itself. Or maybe the library, or basically React didn't realize that it should have updated. Oh, you know what? When do I do the lookup? When do I do the lookup? I do the lookup on mount, access AWS, right? Calendar from props. Calendar.events. It really should have. I store that. Yeah, no, that should have reflected the change. Interesting. Oh well. I might have to play around with that some more. Anyway, I think it's neat that I now have an event immortalized for my mom's birthday. Alright, so now the next step though. So if we look at Dynamo, we have an event for December too, another manual event description. But if we go to next month, it's not going to show up. And that's because the request we make is only for the initial month. And actually right now it's hard-coded for November. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what month is actually being displayed on the calendar and pass that in as a parameter. So for that particular case, we need to look at the library itself and see what options are available. So I know there are event handlers for on-click. All right. For examples, demos and docs. What I'm really interested in is the API. Element prompt, state, current view of the calendar, default view. These are the events. I'm looking for the on functions. All day, no. Resources, no, get now. Get now determines the current date time, which is highlighted in the view. So that's the actual day. So I either want on navigate or on view, I think. No, no, not drill down, not length. Nope. No, no, no. No, 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 not formats. We're not formatting. Components, nope, nope. Well, let's see what it does with the on selecting. No, not on selecting. The on navigate and on view. It might be on view. Oh, why did you do that? On navigate, on view. Alright, so let's look at the calendar again. I don't know if it takes an event though. It doesn't. On navigate equals. Do the dreaded arrow functions. See alert. Well, let's see what the event is. I think that'll work. Now, you know what I wanted to do? I need to know which one is firing it. Nav. And let's. There. On view. So let's see if that works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Otherwise, I'll have to go dig down into their examples, which is always fun. Let me see. As soon as it compiles. Alright, so we have that. Now, I'm pretty certain if I click next, that'll nav. Okay, so that's navigation. Nav, okay, that's fine. And I bet if I do day, that's view. Okay. Month. Okay, but how do I get... Now I have to figure out what... Call backfired when the date value changes. I might have to look at some of the code. So how do I figure out what the actual... let's see, create events, localization, show more via custom time pass. How about this? What is resource? No, not resource scheduling. No, not that, not that. Can I determine what the view is? I didn't see a... Well, it says the current view. No, view was month or day, so that's fine. What I want is... date. The current value of the calendar. Do I have to do a ref to it? I might have to do a ref. I hate doing that. JavaScript ref. The refs in the DOM. React, yeah. I was almost certain that this was something I should try to avoid doing. Desktop myref equals. This is not the format I'm used to. Well, let's see if that works. Okay, so this dot calendar ref equals, what was it, react.create ref? Yeah, react dot create ref. All right, and then basically I just say ref equals this dot my ref. I hope I can do that on the calendar. Ref equals. The doggies are up. DOS. DOS. What is DOS? This dot calendar ref. Okay, so how do I reference it though? On reference bus. Alright, so I would assume that's actually this dot calendar ref dot date. I think that might be it. Let's see if it takes that. Might not. Might complain about not knowing what create ref is. Compiled. Well, that's good. Well, that compiled. Alright. No, that's still not there. Huh. Am I doing that wrong? I might be doing the alert message wrong. That's entirely possible too. Actually, you know, I'm probably doing that entire thing wrong. I should probably create a separate function. Let's see. Yeah, the only reason I didn't do that was because it's kind of long. Well, it's not long, but it's experimentation. Plus, I wasn't sure which function, which handler I should be messing with. Oh, no, I know which handler I should be messing with. Yeah. Calendar. Next. That's undefined. That's not good. Day. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and actually log that out, or dig around more in the examples to figure out. Search on navigate. Navigate. Again, it's the G. And the G always bugs me. Calendar. I'm looking for an example. You don't have an example, do you? No examples. Great. Oh well. We are about at the 30-minute mark, so I'll wrap it up for now. But at least we're getting the process data into the application and into the calendar. That's good. That's actually pretty good. So now it's just figuring out what month the calendar is actually showing. But like I said, I'll wrap it up for now. cool kid words about liking and subscribing, commenting, and suggesting. Once again, happy birthday to my mom. And I hope that you join me tomorrow. And that until the next time you join me, that you take care and God bless.